Yo, this is your boy Ringo, back again with a new video. Ringo TV Raw, another day at the office. Today what I want to talk about is electronic scooters. I'm making this video for educational purposes for future buyers of e-scooters so that they can understand how to make the best decision when it comes to spending their money. In the market, there are brand name scooter companies that manufacture different types of scooters. One, for example, I believe is Mini Motors, which produce a scooter called Dualtron, Dualtron Ultra, Dualtron Thunder. These particular scooters are high quality, made by a brand name company that manufacture these particular scooters. Another brand called the Weped is, I believe, a scooter that is made in Korea, I believe. And that particular brand make a high quality scooter with air suspension and hydraulic brakes and so forth. Very high quality scooters. These scooters will run you probably along the lines of $3,500 to about probably $5,000 in some instances. Respectively, the Dualtron Ultra is one of the leading scooters today. Personally, I would prefer the Weped brand because their scooters look kick-ass bad. That's just as simple as that. But what exactly am I making this video for? I'm making this video because there is a YouTuber that he claimed he have or is selling the world's fastest kick scooter. And I know he's not selling the world's fastest kick scooter. Number one, you're not kicking anything. You're using a throttle. But I want this video to serve as a buyer's beware tool and a knowledge base for people who are in the market for e-scooters. I am an owner of an e-scooter. I know how they function. I know how they work. They come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and designs depending on where you buy them from. Again, my purpose and point of this video is to give you, the buyer, the knowledge that you need, because unfortunately, there are many people who will try to sell you products that they use a lot of false advertisement, a lot of trickery, misinformation, and they're not giving you the proper understanding of what you're buying. And then once you paid your money, you're pretty much out of your luck when you realize that you've been played. Which brings us to a YouTuber that called his brand Dualped. Now, I find it interesting that someone would call their brand Dualped because it's a knockoff of Dualtron, right? And Weped, which are the two leading brand name scooter companies today. No one really could argue against that. But this particular YouTuber claimed that he manufactured the world's fastest kick scooter. Now, what I'm going to teach you in this video here is how you can get any scooter that this person who claimed he's selling a Dualped. I'm going to show you how you can get that scooter and pretty much any scooter you want that he sell for more than half the price that he's selling it for. Now, my purpose again is to share with you, the buyer, the true understanding of exactly what you're getting into when you buy from people who are giving you false information. Number one, the scooter that is being sold under Dualped right, is not the world's fastest scooter. In order for someone to make such a claim, they would have to own a Dualtron Ultra, a Dualtron Thunder, a Weped scooter, and so forth. And they would have to do real world tests to prove that theory, or that point, to be quite frank. The seller under Dualped don't own a Dualtron Ultra. He don't own a Weped. So he cannot make a claim of having the world's fastest kick scooter. Now, there's a lot of misinformation that I want to get into, and I'm going to show you a whole lot because this type of topic really irked me, and I had to pretty much make a video about the situation because it's just something that is sort of a pet peeve of mine. You know, when people are out there giving people false information or selling them dreams and they're just not giving them the true understanding of what they're getting into, it can cause people to spend money that is unnecessarily wasting their lives away, working hard for this money only to get played. Now, again, this video, I will say this over and over, is to give you the true understanding of how to buy scooters that is being sold under the brand Dualped. I'm going to show you how to buy them very same scooters for more than half the price, more than half the price. Because the seller under Dualped want you to believe that he is the manufacturer. In his videos, I've watched a lot of them, and I believe this particular user blocked me because he deletes my comments. And I find it to be terrible business practice to delete people's comments because they're calling out bad business. Being that I am a consumer and one who buys scooters, it's only right that I serve the community with knowledge and information that can help you save a whole lot of money. Now, I've wrote a lot of comments under this person's video, but this person never seems to respond to anything that I say because, once again, when you are misleading people and someone has knowledge that you're doing wrong, you're not going to want to respond to them because they're a threat to your financial gain. So what I've decided to do is make this video to make you, the buyer, gain knowledge about what's really going on. Number one, Dualped is not a company that manufacture the scooters that Dualped sell on their website. I'll repeat that again. The user named Dualped, right, on YouTube, who claim that he sell the world's fastest kick scooter, he is not selling you a product that he personally manufacture in his own factories nowhere. That's total false. That user orders his scooters from overseas on a site called Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com is a site that is, I believe, in Hong Kong or China, where they manufacture multiple different types of electronics, scooters, motorcycles, different types of batteries, and anything that's dealing with electronics, anything you could imagine, Alibaba is pretty much selling it. And what Dualped is doing is they're ordering the scooters from Alibaba and pretty much selling them at higher prices. And I've noticed that a lot of people in the comments are saying, wow, that scooter's kind of expensive. Do you have anything more affordable? And I would come in there and literally show them how to get the scooter more affordable. But my comments, I know my comments are not being published publicly. I know they're being blocked or deleted. Because the last thing a business owner wants is for someone to pretty much show people how and where he's getting his products from. You see, anything that you share publicly on a public platform is up for public scrutiny, criticism, and news reporting. Just like when he makes his videos, he mentions the name Dualtron. He mentions the name Weped. So I can pretty much mention the name Dualped because that is called freedom of speech. But like most people, they don't like when you tell the truth. So they resort to crafty tactics to try to stop your truth from being shared. But please be mindful, Mr. Dualped. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I am not a new YouTuber. I am a veteran OG on this website, which means I know all the games, I've seen all the scams, and I know exactly what you don't want people to know. And this is why I'm going to share with the people where you get your scooters from. You do not manufacture any scooter you sell. So don't lie to the people. You told people that your scooter goes, it's the fastest scooter pretty much out there. And how the Dualped is the fastest kick scooter in the world. Where do you get off making such a claim if you don't own a Dualtron Ultra? The Dualtron Ultra is a very fast scooter, which come with high quality components that are manufactured specifically for that scooter. Not only that, they have their website where you can get parts and replacements and different things. A lot of stuff that I've witnessed in your videos, I've noticed there's a lot of holes within your business practices. For example, warranty. In one video, you mentioned a 1-year warranty, and then you kind of stumbled on yourself and said something along the lines of you'll do it for the person, but it's going to cost them a lot to ship the product back. And, it's just going to be too much and blah, 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 blah. And all this other nonsense when you know good and well that you really don't have a warranty. And whether a product costs a certain amount of money to ship, you know good and well that you're not willing to honor replacements because we all know that the scooters you get come from Alibaba. You mentioned in your videos that you test all of these scooters before they're shipped. That, again, is a lie. Because if a scooter is tested and the buyer gets a faulty scooter, that means it was never tested. You see, these scooters, ladies and gentlemen, are coming from overseas. Sometimes these scooters will come to you damaged. Sometimes it could come with faulty wiring. This is the truth. Why? Because I own and purchase scooters from overseas. I know what I'm talking about. I own the very same scooters that this particular user sell. This is why I can share this knowledge. Now, on his website, he talks about how, this is a scooter that it charges, right? It has a total distance on one charge, mind you, of 75 to 100 kilometers, right? Okay. That sounds nice, but the user is not really telling you the truth. The truth of the matter is the scooter has a range dependent upon body weight, the mode in which you are using the scooter in terms of level 1, level 2, or level 3. Now, for a scooter to go 100 kilometers, right? 100 kilometers, you have to do the math and understand exactly what that seller is trying to sell you. Because I personally know that the seller is literally talking nonsense. 100 kilometers is equal to about 62 miles, right? Now, in order for you to go 62 miles, right, off of one charge, that means your scooter would have to be on level 1 with one motor, which means you're going to literally be crawling through the streets or wherever you're at in order to make that range of 70 to 100 kilometers off of one charge. This is what the user is not telling you. Because if you were in dual motor number 3, you're not going to make 62 miles. It's just not going to happen. Your battery going to die. If you're in dual motor number 2, your battery will die quickly. This is why he's always talking about the trigger in his videos and how, if you ease up on the trigger and this and that and that. Listen, if you buy the scooter, right? These scooters come with either a 26 amp hour battery or a 30 amp hour battery. In most cases, you're going to get a Chinese made battery, which will give you a certain level of power in the beginning, and then the battery will begin to die out. You will notice that your battery life is not as, great as it used to be when you first bought the scooter. And you will notice you're charging the scooter more often because the battery dies out quick. And this is a fact. Now, he will sell you a lie to make you believe that once you get this scooter, you're going to be able to ride 62 miles. But I'm sad to show you the truth, but you're not going to get that. And that's a fact. And it's something that I would hope that people would share in terms of giving people real advice and understanding about these e-scooters, but that's just ain't the case. Now, the scooter that he sells is a nice looking scooter, but he's not the manufacturer. The scooter comes from Alibaba. And the beautiful part about this is that any one of you listening to this video can go to Alibaba and purchase the very same scooter that's being sold under Dualped. You can buy that very same scooter for more than half the price. That's the truth. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that because it's something that I need for people to know. I need for people to gain this knowledge. I need for people to understand how this works so that they can literally be able to have the freedom to buy what they want at the price they want. Because when you shop on Alibaba.com, you can literally negotiate your price with a seller and literally get 2 scooters for the price that Dualped is selling them for. So if Dualped is selling you that particular scooter for $2,500 or more, right? You can go on Alibaba and buy 2 of those scooters for that very same price, or 3, depending on how you negotiate your deal. Because if you're buying 3 from the same seller, they may give you a reasonable price for 3. These are facts that I'm talking about here. If you buy, the more you buy, the less the scooter will cost you. This is why he's able to pretty much sell you the scooter at $2,500, because what he's making from selling one scooter is literally making him enough to go back and buy more. It's called business. But what I'm trying to show you is not how to help him make money, but how to help you save money. And this is what you're going to learn here on Ringo TV Raw. I have to make this type of video because it's just sad. It's sad because what I would more expect for that particular man to do in terms of selling products is to say, hey, these scooters are not manufactured by me. I get these scooters overseas, and this is the products that I'm selling. They come as they are, and tell people the truth. But he's not doing that. He wants to compare his scooter to the Dualtron Ultra. He wants to compare his scooter to the Weped, but yet he don't own any of those scooters to do any sort of comparison. Again, on his website, he's claiming that this scooter can have a maximum speed of 90. Notice what he's talking about here. He said that scooter can go 90 kilometers an hour. 90. Are you serious? Because that would be the equivalent of 56.25 miles per hour. That's what he wants you to believe. And that's a lie. It's a lie because what he's basically telling you is what the website on Alibaba would tell you, or what is exaggerated to help sell a product. You have to understand how certain people market their product. They market it to try to get you to buy it based on speed. Just because a scooter goes fast doesn't mean it's a reliable quality scooter. A lot of times when people look at me when I'm on my scooter, they always want to ask how fast it goes, but they never ask how reliable it is. They never ask, is it safe? They never ask, what's the cost of maintaining the scooter? You know, the important things. They want to focus on speed. Listen, the faster you go, the more risk you have on killing yourself. And this is a fact. So I want all of you who are listening to pay close attention to the video, pay close attention to the knowledge that I'm sharing, because it's going to be epic. Right now, most of you are literally tuned in already. On his particular website, he's selling a scooter called Dualped Scorpion. It says coming soon, and it also says sold out, which is funny to me because, you know, if it's coming soon, why would it be sold out? Because he never sold one on his website. You understand my point? He never sold one. He put up a new video on his YouTube channel claiming that it's coming soon, but he never sold one. But on his website, it says sold out. That's another marketing strategy. Why, you say? I'm glad you asked. It's a marketing strategy because if it says sold out, subliminally and psychologically, what it does to your mind is makes you think it's in such high demand that it's sold out before you can even get a chance to buy it. So now if he says coming soon, when he have them in stock after he get his shipment in from Alibaba, then now it'll bring up the demand and people will buy it. Do you get it? That's a marketing strategy. But I'm going to show you how to buy that scooter as well. I'm going to show you how to buy every scooter that he have. Anything that he have on his website is from Alibaba. And you know what's interesting about this? There is nothing he can say or do. You know why? Because it's an open market for anyone to buy, which means if I want to go buy his very same scooter, right, and start a scooter company and brand name my scooter, I can get the very same scooter that he's selling and make the brand Ringo TV. Ringo TV Raw. That's the name of my scooter. Or the Ringo Ped. Or the dual TV Raw scooter. You get my point? So anyone can go to Alibaba and order 100 scooters in bulk. The same scooter that he sell and start a company, start a business, and literally rip all of you people off. And it's happening every day. That's why I'm sharing this particular video. So the Dualped Scorpion, I'm going to show you how to get that for more than half the price. I'm sure he's upset. I'm sure he's mad, but there's nothing he can do. Why? Because he don't own the rights to that scooter. He don't have no exclusive rights to anything. He don't have no copyright to anything. How do you copyright a scooter? You don't copyright a scooter. You understand? Some people be like, oh, my name is copyright. Your name is copyright? Really? If that's the case, no one can't talk about no one's name or no one's brand. Please don't waste your time using any trickery, faulty nonsense, because you're not talking to no one that is uneducated. I'm very educated in the system of law, what is just and what is appropriate. Businesses that are using faulty business practices to mislead people hate people like me because I reveal the secrets they don't want you to know. Again, the Dualped Scorpion is not a brand scooter. There is no Dualped Scorpion. It's an Alibaba made Chinese scooter that any one of you can buy today. Any one of you listening right now can go buy the very same scooter he's selling right on Alibaba.com. And you don't need nothing else to buy it. Just get your banking information, credit card, whatever, and you can order the scooter. Same thing. Any scooter, any type of product he's selling, skateboard, whatever, you can go on Alibaba and find it. It took me less than 5 seconds to go to Alibaba to find this Dualped Scorpion that he's selling. Dualped Scorpion. No, you mean Chinese-made scooter. You understand? So, let's get into understanding how to purchase these particular e-scooters, shall we? Look at this. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, based on the screen, we're on Alibaba website right now. If you notice the scooter that we see here, This is the very same scooter that the user on YouTube called Dualped, Scorpion. This is where he's getting it from. If you notice the price, this is what they'll sell it to you for if you want one piece. In other words, a minimum order of one piece. Notice that. One piece. You can get it for around $800 to $1,400 for one scooter. But you would have to negotiate by contacting the supplier. Now, you also get 50% off Alibaba overseas shipping. You see, you get shipping 50% off if you pretty much order direct from them. Now, you do the math. Would you want to order this scooter from Dualped and waste your money? Or would you order directly from Alibaba? Because it's the very same scooter. But you know what's funny also? This particular scooter is being sold by Alibaba to everyone. But yet on YouTube, this particular user is claiming that he is the manufacturer. That's a lie. He's not the manufacturer or the supplier of this scooter. You understand? As you can see, this is an Asian website. They have video that you can play. 3200 watt, 60 volt, dual motor, China price electric scooter for adults. As you can see, you can get different batteries depending on what you want. You can get a 20 amp hour, 25 amp hour, 30 amp hour, or 35 amp hour. You understand? Which will give you more range. This is very important when you're buying any sort of e-scooter. The higher the battery, the more range you'll get. So you would want to buy at least a 35 amp hour or even a 40 to 50 amp hour battery if they produce such a kind. Now, how do you purchase this particular scooter, you may ask? Thanks for asking. I really appreciate these questions. You would literally contact your supplier, right? And pretty much ask him how much would be a sample for this particular scooter. And they would pretty much give you that information. And then you would negotiate a price. Once you negotiate a price, you would also let the seller know exactly what you want in terms of battery, the type of wheels you want. Do you want off-road wheels? Do you want street wheels? What do you want a seat? All of these different things you would have to make clear so that before you make the purchase, you and your seller have come to terms on the deal. Make sure that everything you're doing is being negotiated through the Alibaba website. That way, everything can be recorded in terms of transcripts and information so that if there was ever a dispute for a claim due to a faulty scooter or something, you can literally take advantage of those opportunities by revealing all of that information to Alibaba so that they can intervene if there was ever a dispute over a faulty scooter and you needed a refund or partial refund. All of this you can get through Alibaba. Now, with these particular scooters, when you order, make sure you're using or buying from sellers that have trade assurance. Trade assurance literally will protect you. It'll protect your order from payment to delivery. So if a seller didn't do what they agreed upon, through trade assurance, you're having protection to pretty much get your money back, refund, and so forth. In some instances, you may even get an order of a scooter that you didn't order. Like, in other words, you purchased a scooter from a seller. They sent you out a scooter that pretty much is not what you paid for. Well, don't go ride the scooter. Just keep the scooter in the box and contact Alibaba. First, contact the seller and let them know, look, you sent us the wrong scooter. I didn't order this scooter. This is not what I agreed upon. And you make sure it's in writing. You have video evidence and so forth. The seller have to pretty much remedy the situation and recognize they sent you the wrong scooter. Obviously, you're not going to want to ship anything back on your cost. Neither will they. So they're going to have to ship you out the correct product. You understand? And you should be able to keep the scooter that they sent you because it wasn't your fault. If that particular seller is giving you a hard time, that is when you invite Alibaba in by creating a dispute so that you can pretty much get the situation resolved. And then if the seller doesn't respond or remedy the situation, then Alibaba will pretty much step into the mix and provide you with either a full refund or a partial refund, being that you got a scooter in your possession, but they gave you a partial refund as well. So that pretty much is how you do it. Now, the shipping for the scooter may take you about 1 month or a month and a half to get the product shipped to you, because it's not like your typical website when you order something and it ships in 3 days or whatever. These scooters ship in bulk to different countries. So it's not like you order for yourself and they just ship it out right away. No, they wait to when they reach a certain quantity of scooters and then they ship them off to the US and so forth. So that is pretty much how you would find this so-called Dualtron Scorpion that Dualped guy is selling on YouTube, right? This is where he's getting the scooter from. This is the seller right here. And there's nothing he can say about it. So he can't say, you're interfering with my business. And please, interfering with your business, bruh, this particular scooter is sold to anybody. Which means if any one of you want to go into business to pretty much take Dualped out of business, you can do so right now. You can literally order these scooters in bulk. That's what you can do. So again, contact the seller, negotiate your price. If you want 3 of them, pretty much you can do that. Notice this, ladies and gentlemen, $800 US. So if you were buying 3 of these, let's say you were buying them for the family, you can literally say, hey, seller, I want 3 of these scooters. So I'm willing to pay 800 or, 800 for 3. Like in other words, 3, but for 800. Because the seller may want to hit you off for this scooter. He may want to sell it to you for about probably 1,000 to 1,100, or probably 1,200 the most with shipping. In that regard, if you bought 2, he's going to have to give it to you for a less price. So you have to pretty much negotiate. That's the bottom line. You got to negotiate your price, and you have to understand how businessmen in China do business. You have to understand the language of business. It's not like how you would do things in America. So that's pretty much how you get this scooter. Now, what I want to show you is how to find the 3,200 watt scooter that he's selling with the acrylic board with the fancy lights. I want to show you how you get that. You go on Alibaba, as you can see on the screen, right? You type in 3,200 watt. Oh, it's already 3,200 watt scooter. Watch this. It's very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you notice all these other scooters. This is a 5,600 watt scooter. If you see him trying to sell any scooter that you see here under Dualped, he got it from Alibaba. Now, here's the scooter that he's selling right here. This is the scooter right here with the acrylic board. That's it right there. But I want to show you that other sellers are selling it as well. You got other sellers that are selling the same scooter. You see? This person is selling it here for $619, mind you. People, I am giving you the information you need to go buy that $2,500 scooter for $600. What are you going to do with it? Because you can go get that very same scooter for $600 plus the shipping, because that's how they do it. You'll pay $600 and something plus probably $300 to $400 depending on the product's weight and so forth. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the scooter, because these are the scooters that he's selling. Let's scroll a little bit. No, notice this company here. This seller here is selling the same scooter that he's selling with the acrylic board with the fancy lights in the front for $900 to $1,400. This person is selling it for $798 to $810. Let's click on this to see, because I want you to see this, because people think that I'm just, talking crap. Now, notice this. This is the very same scooter that he's selling. Do you see the scooter, people? This is the scooter that Dualped is selling you. The fancy lights that's on the front, the same suspension, same acrylic board, lights, everything is there. This is where he's getting it from. Notice the factory. See, I have all the scooters. All you got to do is just go to Alibaba and do your search. Now, notice this. It says here, 1 to 9 pieces, $810. 10 pieces, $798. So that means for $798, you'll get one scooter. So all you got to do is just do the math, ladies and gentlemen. Do the math. If he got one scooter, right, $798 times 3. That's $2,300 and $2,394, right? So now he's selling you the scooter for $2,500. Think about what he's doing here. He's getting the scooter for $794, and that's just for 10 pieces. He's probably buying more. It's very easy to get a loan from a bank. If you own a home, any sort of, property, you can get a loan. You got good credit. You can get a loan. You can get about good $30,000 and literally go into business. Buy out all these scooters at these particular prices and go online and sell them $2,500 a piece and literally pocket money back, which will help you to go back and buy more scooters. Do you understand my point? That's pretty much what he's doing. But I'm showing you how to get the scooter for more than half the price he's selling it for. So you can get that very same scooter that he's selling for $2,500. You could get it for $798 or just $810, because that's, if you buy 1 to 9 pieces, you're paying $800 for the scooter. That's what he's paying. So when you see him on his page talking about we manufacture this scooter, he don't manufacture anything. The manufacturer is this China-made company here. That's their name. They're the ones who manufacture the product. That's why you see the specs. The specs are very clear. You understand? The brand name is MK. That's the name of that particular scooter. 60 volts, foldable, charge time 5.5 hours, maximum range 75 kilometers, 85 kilometers, 90 kilometers, 100 kilometers. Now, all of that, again, ladies and gentlemen, is subjective. It's subjective because it's based on battery life, consumption, and different modes that you may be in. Notice the motors, 1600 watt dual motor. You understand? Total is supposed to be 3200 watts. What do we have here? Maximum speed. It says 90 kilometers an hour. Now, you may say, but the Chinese company is not lying, right? It says 90 kilometers, so the scooter definitely go 50-something miles per hour. Again, 90 kilometers an hour is not the range, is not how fast the scooter go. That speed is literally bogus. In other words, if you take the scooter and you put it on top of a bucket and you press on the throttle, it may hit 90 kilometers an hour because it's not pulling nothing. It's not pulling no weight. It's not going up no hill. When you're on this scooter and you're actually going up a hill and pulling cargo and even your own body weight, that speed is not going to be there. You may go, around 60 to 70 kilometers at best. You understand? But not 90. You understand? And even if you hit 90, right? That's not on level 2. Level 2 won't get you to 90 kilometers an hour. You're not going to be going 50-something miles per hour on level 2 because that would mean there is a higher speed on number 3. So the truth is the speed of the scooter is always subjective because you cannot determine it even with the throttle system that comes with the scooter because it's not giving you an accurate representation of how fast you're going. You would have to use some sort of app or have someone in a car that is driving showing you how fast you're going. If you notice on the Dualped videos, he had someone in a car, right? But That person in the car never pointed towards the dashboard to show how fast they were going in comparison to the scooter. You understand my point? They claim they were using some app or some sort of technology to get the accurate reading of how fast the scooter was going. All of that is BS. Don't believe it 1 split second, because it's all a lie. Now, it says the maximum load, 200 kilograms. What is this? Let's see what else we have here. 11-inch tires. As you can see, there go the scooter right there. You have the acrylic board. You can get it customized with road tires, as you can see, or off-road tires. I prefer off-road tires. It make the scooter look more beefy, and it looks like it can go through a lot more. And to me, it just looks better with the off-road tires, in my opinion. But nonetheless, this is the scooter here. Same scooter that the Dualped is selling. This is the scooter. They're not manufacturing anything. You get the scooter direct from China. That's where you get it from. So if any one of you want to buy this scooter today, you can buy this scooter, the very same scooter that Dualped sell on their website for $2,500. You can buy that very same scooter for $810 plus the shipping costs. That's my word. You can buy it right now today. You don't need no business or anything. You can literally go here, add it to cart, and deal with a seller. And if you want to go into business, you can do that too if you like. But nonetheless, I thought I'd make this video to educate the public on what they need to know so that they can order these scooters. Again, I own a scooter. I own scooters. I enjoy these particular e-scooters. Are they the best in the world? No. Which brings me to a lot of things that I would like to share with you. For example, the very same scooter that is being sold by Dualped, this particular scooter comes with a lot of issues. I'm going to teach you what issues you will encounter. The suspension. The suspension on the scooter is trash. Now, when I say trash, I don't mean that it doesn't do its job. It does its job for a certain amount of time. It does its job for a pretty long time. But eventually, the suspension will fail you. They'll begin to sag. You'll try to tighten up on them, and it'll sag more when you stand on top of the scooter. I recommend upgrading your suspension to either air shocks or a better quality coil suspension. You can find those particular coil suspensions on eBay or Amazon. Just type in the particular sizes for your scooter. For that particular scooter, you would need 100 millimeter suspensions. So if you get this particular scooter off of Alibaba and you would like to upgrade your suspension, you can buy better quality. Keep in mind, listen, people, I'm not giving you no BS here. You can hear it in my tone. You know that I'm giving you the truth. You're tuned in. You've been listening this long. You can go on eBay or Amazon and you can buy not the very same, but better quality suspension that will give you better suspension performance and reliability. That's one thing that you're going to have encountered when you get this particular scooter. Another thing you're going to have to be concerned about is riding in the rain. Riding in the rain, right? It can be done, but it's at your own risk. And I'm not talking about at your own risk of falling. No, it's actually about the metals. If you protect the metals with grease, in other words, grease the joints, the welded areas, grease them up, put grease inside the suspension area, use WD-40. You can protect your scooter if you go in the rain. It's something you should do after you finish ride under those particular conditions to keep the metals from rusting and so forth. Another problem you're going to encounter is the spoiler that's in the back, the mud guard that's in the back. That is eventually going to crack on you. You mark my words. Why? Because it cracked on me. Eventually, it's going to crack and it's going to break. I'm telling you the truth. This is an issue I had with a particular seller. I was trying to get the spoiler pretty much returned like a new one, and the seller was acting like they were sending me out a new one, and they pretty much flaked on me, and I just kind of just said, forget about it. So these are a couple of problems you're going to find. When it comes to buying tubes and tires, you are going to get flats. On my scooter, I have tubeless tires. I found a supplier that pretty much I can buy tires from. I bought me about 20 tires, so I have tubeless tires for days. Changing these tires can be a pain if you don't have tire irons, and if you don't have any sort of solution for tubeless tires that you put inside the tires in case you get a puncture. It will seal it up for you. You need a sealant if you're using tubeless tires. I believe some of these scooters, they have tubes in it. If I were you, I would get a particular scooter that is tubeless over tube, because with tubes, you're going to have many more issues. Number one, removing the tire is going to be a pain, and putting an inner tube in the tire, you may end up puncturing the very same tube. So I would prefer tubeless over tubes if you're running an e-scooter. Under different circumstances, you may need tubes, but I prefer tubeless. It's very easy. It's easy to maintenance. It's just a pain to take the tire off and put it back on. But me personally, I found a method of how to install the tire using the zip tie method and with tire irons, and I'm able to put on my tires easily. All you got to do is make sure you align them so that they seal, and then you just put air in and your tires will be good to go and you'll be in business. So those are just a couple of the issues you're going to have. The battery eventually is going to begin to die out on you, so you may want to upgrade your battery or get a backup battery. And all of this you can do through Alibaba. When you purchase your scooter, you can let your seller know that you would like to order a second battery along with your scooter. This way, when you get your products shipped to you, you have everything you need. If you want more tires, it's good to ask the seller for these particular items. If you want a charger, if you want extra suspension, an extra controller, if you want extra brakes, these are things you need to let the seller know the day you order your scooter. Because a lot of times people order these things and they don't know what they're doing. They end up getting the product, and when things break down, they don't know what to do. So with the information I've given you thus far, you should have enough knowledge to go out to Alibaba.com, negotiate a deal with a seller, and be able to score and secure a scooter that you see on Dualped.com, and you'll be able to get the very same scooter for a fraction of the price, literally. And that's just true. I just showed you. It's right on the screen. You can see everything is there. And there's multiple scooters. Like I said, there's multiple scooters that you can get. This scooter right here is a 5,000 watt scooter. This is a scooter I seen on YouTube. I seen a couple of Russian guys doing video reviews with this particular scooter here. And, they were comparing it with the Dualtron Ultra. This is a 5,600 watt scooter. Again, you can get these scooters at a reasonable price. And, this is a 2,800 watts brushless motor. So each motor is 2,800 watts. I have a friend who actually bought this particular scooter. It's much larger than my scooter, and it's like higher up. The only thing I don't like about this scooter is that mudguard in the back that you see there. I don't like that. If I was to order this scooter, I would take that off and leave it plain. The scooter would look more beefy like that. But if you got money to spend on any e-scooter, I would personally recommend you buy a Dualtron Ultra or a Dualtron Thunder, or step up and buy a Weped scooter, because those are the particular brands I'm looking into. I will definitely own either a Dualtron Ultra or Dualtron Thunder pretty soon. I'm also looking into purchasing a Weped scooter because I'm into this type of stuff. So when it comes to Alibaba scooters, you pretty much get what you pay for. These are China-made scooters. Pretty much everything is made in China. It's not a knock against China brands or Chinese companies who make scooters. This is not a diss or anything towards those particular, respective peoples. This is pretty much about quality. If you buy from Mini Motors, right, the Dualtron Ultra. You're getting a scooter that you're literally paying money for, which is manufactured under the highest quality. You're getting the proper kind of battery cells. All of that is very important. You can buy a battery that says a 35 amp hour, right? And it's a Chinese made aftermarket brand. And it says 30 amp hours, but you're really not getting the performance you need in terms of power. The battery dies out fast. But if you were to buy high quality cells that is 35 amp hour, you'll get more range, which means you'll have more time to scooter around on your scooter and have a lot of fun on hot summer days and enjoy yourself. You know, these scooters are convenient for going to and from work. Why take the car out when you can take your scooter? You know, you can get through traffic easy. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share. There's so many different scooters to choose from. As you see, I can scroll through. I was looking at this particular scooter here as well. It's a nice looking scooter. The scooter that the Dualped guy sells is a nice looking scooter. But the point that I'm making is not to discourage you from buying that particular scooter. I'm here to show you to buy it for affordable prices. You understand? It should be a decent quality scooter, because when you buy these scooters from Alibaba, they're decent scooters. You can't go wrong, but I'm not going to give you a bunch of lies. You understand? I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, as any machine, they come problems. And I've shared with you. So if you buy that scooter, please be mindful. The suspension is going to fail you. You understand? It's going to fail. It will begin to sag in the rear and the front at certain times. And you're going to need to upgrade your suspension. So I recommend you upgrade it. Again, the suspension for these particular scooters are 100 millimeters. So it should be very easy for you to go on eBay, Amazon, and order yourself higher quality coil, spring, suspension, dampen systems for your scooter. Matter of fact, I would just order them, and when you get your new scooter, you could just replace them with the new parts, and you'll be good to go. Also, consider ordering your tires or inner tubes. Get all of these items beforehand. Get yourself a pair of tire irons. Make sure that you have protective gear. You can order gear from foxracing.com. They have full body armor that you can buy. You can wear a helmet, either full face or just to cover your head, but I highly recommend a full body armor that cover your arms, your back, and your chest. Very, very important. If you can also get full body armor on eBay and Amazon for a pretty much fraction of the price that you would buy from Fox Racing. Now, I personally would buy from Fox Racing because it's a reputable brand, but there are alternatives that you can buy on eBay that look exactly the same as what you would buy from Fox Racing for only $49. So in other words, a full body armor on Fox Racing will run you about $150. You can get the very same thing from an aftermarket brand for $49 on eBay. I think that's a good deal. The reason for this is to protect yourself. These particular scooters are powerful. They have a lot of power behind it, and a lot of times you can get addicted to the speed. Be careful when you're out there on these scooters. Accidents happen when we are not following laws. Accidents happen when we're not paying attention to our surroundings. When you're on these scooters, you have to treat it with respect. You have to understand that when you're in the streets, follow traffic laws. If the red light is there, stop at the red light. If pedestrians are crossing, don't keep speeding. Slow down and let them cross. Obey traffic laws, obey traffic rules, and you'll be safe. When turning, make sure you slow down. Don't just cut the corner. Don't just lean sideways. You will wipe out and crash. Don't show off when you're on these scooters. Don't push your limits. Speeding at high speeds will cause you to wipe out. Another thing I recommend if you buy the scooter, change the damn handlebar. This is something the Dualped guy is not going to tell you. Change the handlebar. That handlebar will kill you. It's too narrow, and if you go at top speeds, you will wipe out. You understand? This is why I know he didn't hit no top speed. And if he did hit any sort of high speeds, he was holding on for dear life because the scooter will begin to wobble and you will crash. Do you understand me? So, with that being said, I've literally given you a college course on how to buy these scooters, how to protect yourself, how to order the scooters, and how to avoid getting ripped off by people who are selling you lies. Is the Dualped the world's fastest scooter in the world? No, it's not. It's not faster than the Weped. That's a damn lie. It's not faster than the Dualtron Ultra or the Dualtron Thunder. It's not faster. You understand? And remember, people, faster doesn't always mean better. The type of speed that to me is very fast on a scooter is simply 30 miles per hour. 30 miles per hour is pretty fast on a scooter. You want to be able to cruise to and from work or wherever you got to go. If you're going at those high rate of speeds, I highly recommend you're on open road. If you're in a city streets, be mindful of potholes. I have a friend who was on this particular scooter right here. This particular scooter. He ordered this scooter. He hit a pothole. He went flying at 30 miles per hour with no hard hat, no helmet. He had road rash. He got banged up. And his scooter is pretty much not working right now. So be mindful. You don't want to crash on these scooters. There is a controller inside this scooter that will get knocked out of whack. The battery will shift and your scooter will be totaled. You know, you'll dent it up, dent the handlebar, bend everything, wires snap out of place. Listen, respect the machines. Respect them and you'll be safe. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a public service announcement to show you how not to be scammed, how to get scooters for affordable prices, how to buy anything being sold under Dualped. You can go buy it. So go to Alibaba and look at all of those scooters. So if you see any new product appear on Dualped claiming this is the new Dualped tarantula, no, we saw it already on Alibaba. So to the Dualped guy, listen, tell the people the truth and make your prices affordable. Make them affordable or people are not going to buy anything. And it's just that simple. $2,500 for that scooter is unreasonable. To anybody, don't buy that scooter for $2,500. Save your money and buy a Dualtron Ultra. If you're going to be spending $2,500 on a scooter, save another $1,000 and buy a Dualtron Thunder. You will get a real scooter. A real high quality scooter. Save more money and buy a Weped. There are sites you can order the scooter from for about $4,000, I believe, to $5,000 for the scooter. It depends on which websites you go to. All I know is I will have one soon. I will own a Dualped, not a Dualped. What the hell I'm talking about? I don't want none of that. I can buy that for only $800. I will own a Dualtron Thunder very soon, or a Weped scooter, or both, because I am a scooter enthusiast. I love mountain bike riding. I have high quality mountain bikes. Those who watch my video, you already done know that I have GT bikes, DH bikes. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for viewing. If you like my channel, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Ringo TV Raw, giving you something different. And for all of those who like to see my other videos, my commentary, make sure you go to Black Male Advice TV. A lot of you people who are still on this channel subscribed, you need to be subscribed to Black Male Advice TV and Black Female Advice TV, because that's where I host videos at. Also, if you don't know, I have a Patreon site. Go to patreon.com/Black Male Advice TV. Over there, I got exclusive videos that are not featured on YouTube. If you would like to support through donations, you can do so at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Again, this particular video is for educational purposes to show you how to purchase these particular e-scooters at very affordable prices. Also, shout out to Alex. I believe his name is Alex Escobar. He's pretty much the one who put me on to Alibaba, so I want to give him credit for that because he showed me how to purchase these particular scooters, even though my particular initial purchase wasn't that pleasing, But the scooter definitely serves its purpose, and I appreciate Alex Escobar for showing me how to do what I'm teaching you people today. So with that said, be safe out there. Spend your money wisely, because you can get 3 of those scooters for the price of 1. Protect yourself at all times. Make sure you're wearing your protective gear. Make sure you're wearing gloves. Be safe out there. And once again, ride safe, because these are machines and you have to respect them. Don't go out there showing off with your e-scooter because you can go fast. It's not about how fast you can go, people. Remember, going fast can cost you your life. Remember, a car have airbags and is protected with the armor around the car. If you fall off your scooter, you are hitting pavement at high speeds. So when companies try to advertise how fast their scooters go, well, my scooter goes 100 kilometers an hour. Really? So your scooter goes 70 miles per hour and you're pushing that as the selling point, right? You're not talking about how safe it is. You're not talking about how the suspension is or the battery life or how it's comfortable. Nothing. You're talking about how fast it is. So you want people to kill themselves, right? People, don't be deceived. Never buy a scooter based on how fast it can go. Buy a scooter based on the reliability of the scooter and the bang for the buck. This particular scooter bought from Alibaba will pay for itself in the long run. Think about how much money you'll save on gas. Think about how much money you'll save on public transportation if you just have an e-scooter. It'll literally pay for itself. And you can always order more. I would recommend ordering a backup scooter. If you're into e-scooters, order a backup scooter or at least 3 scooters. That way, when you have one and it ran out of battery life, you can put it to charge and immediately jump on your other scooter. Another thing I want to point out before I forget, the Dualped guy was claiming that with his scooter, you can charge the scooter twice as fast with 2 chargers. I don't recommend any of you doing that. Let him make a video demonstration of him charging the scooter at that point. In other words, let him risk the battery life by charging it twice as fast. Because when you order the scooter, it doesn't say anything about you charging a scooter twice as fast. You understand? If that was the case, there would be a fast charger. There would be no need to have 2 chargers. It have 2 charging ports because if one port went bad, you have another one. So do that at your own risk. I would not recommend you charging a scooter with 2 chargers. You may end up causing a fire or possibly damaging your battery. Again, people, I'm here to give you the truth. I'm not going to sell you a bunch of nonsense to hopefully help you to buy something. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.